Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Workshop Weekly. I believe this is episode 6 now. It's either 5 or 6, not 100% certain. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Workshop Weekly. I know that I was a bit delayed on this episode, but if any of you have been keeping up with me on Twitter, I have come across 40-hour work weeks. 40-hour work weeks. For last week and then the next 2 weeks. I'm working security at the COVID treatment center, so that's why the episode for this week is delayed to Tuesday. I will try to still post an episode on Thursday, but I have no promises. If there is no episode on Thursday, then expect the next episode of Workshop Weekly to come out next Thursday. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. Let's get into the sets. We have 4 sets today, and the first one I want to talk about is Old Man Gondor. Now, I know you all are tired of seeing Bounty Hunter in your games because, man, Gondor is just so annoying now because people see this new thing called Janata getting the gold steel, or not Janata getting gold steel, your Shuriken getting gold steel with Aghanim Scepter. So you see this guy almost in your games all the time. Now the reason why I wanted to talk about this set in particular was because it's another old man set. Gondor doesn't really actually have too many old man sets, and Gondor is actually pretty old. So I feel like this set pretty accurately reflects them. Another thing I really liked about this set when I was looking into the workshop was that it has this very cool-looking action picture off to the right side of the screen here. And overall, it just seems like a very straightforward set. It's not too heavily complicated. I think the only thing I don't really quite agree with is his offhand is a cane. Now, that's not exactly the worst thing, but it's not exactly something that you would see Gondor going for or like really having, because he's not that old. And that backpack looks pretty heavy, so maybe that's why he needs the cane. But you can see him attacking here with the cane. It doesn't really feel like that cane doesn't... the cane doesn't really feel right. That's really just about my only beef about this set. But overall, it feels like a really nice set. The shoulder, by the way, is the... is that little, the lantern there, instead of, like, usually there's, like, a shuriken on the back or something like that. So, no, he does not throw the lantern as a shuriken. It's still the normal shuriken that gets thrown. Now, this set is by Hunter and Hunter Gambit, and it is 7 total items with the weapon, the lantern being the shoulder, the cane, which is the offhand, the back, which is the backpack, the armor, which is, the armor, the head, which is I believe, the eye patch and the mustache, and then the skin, which is, I believe, also the headpiece, some other headpiece. I don't know what that slot was in there for. Might be a miscellaneous. Is the rest of the old man face. So the big thick man beard, and that little bit of extra fur on his arms as well. So I like that set pretty good. I do like the gunblade. It fits him really well. So with that being said, let's get into the next set. We have Enchantress. Now this Enchantress set is called the Sheep. So I feel like this is another set that will probably end up needing to be renamed before put into Dota. But overall, I liked it a lot because it actually turns Enchantress into a sheep. You can see here with this animated picture of her moving, her back legs and hind legs, front legs, all the legs, they're all sheep. It's little pretty sheep. And then I like the set color as well. You can see that it blends in extremely well with like the rest of her whole entire body color. Like blue is such a smooth color, and they picked the right kind of cyan blue. Really blends in extremely well. I see this being one of the sets that might end up into the Dota Plus area instead of just having it be just a normal set that comes out of the collector's cache for the spring 2020. But overall, I feel like this set really takes the cake in its just overly large, colorly, prismatic stuff. And her offhand, by the way, which is not actually an offhand for Enchantress, is like this little butterfly shield. And it looks very cute. It looks very colorful. And I love the ram horns as well. So this set is made by the Laughingskypig, and Lukas. The link will be in the description. It comes with 5 items. The headpiece, which I believe is the ram horns, as well as the long, beautiful hair, and the extra little, funny little parts around it. I'm trying to find out a word for it, but not too well. The belt, which I believe is the whole entire lower back area. The arms, the neck, and then the weapon, which is this big, pointy spear. I couldn't really get anything when it came to the micro items that I usually like the slot over here onto the right side, so unfortunately we just had that little set picture off to the right. And you do have her little profile picture, which is something that usually doesn't get posted often and is very nice when we do get to see it. Next is an axe set that's made by Vorta and Gamers Book, if you guys remember that company. This is called the Barbarian of the Outland. Now, the reason why I picked this set is that it's probably one of the more unique sets that I don't really get to see too often, is that Axe being a brutal hunter. He has very basic man armor in the sense. He's got his spiky shoulder shield, but the thing that caught my eye the most was actually his cape, which is also his, I believe his back, actually, in this scenario. Let's see, shoulder, yeah, no, it's cape, because, you know, we all see the magmatic cape that most axes equip nowadays. And the reason why I liked it a lot was because it's a unique cape. It's actually just a pelt of an animal. Not too often we get to see pelt animal capes on the side of an axe, but the other big thing with this is that I feel like this has immense potential to be transformed into another prismatic set, in the sense that we have to slot the essence into it to make it look even fancier. Now, the only thing I really have to say about the set that I don't really like is the fact that the cape, and I feel like other parts of the set itself, kind of look like it's moderately low poly count, in the sense that it's just, that cape doesn't look that great. Yeah, I just like the fact that it is a animal cape, and it blends really well with Axe's base kind of style, as well as this set. And I don't like the fact that the boots don't change. Boots are really hard to change in a lot of Axe's overall set stuff, because there's some stuff you can't change, some stuff you can. But it's really hard just to get those extra little pieces in there. But I'm really hoping the set does get through. Maybe a little bit of extra editing, sharpening up that animal cape on the back there. We'll probably get this bad boy into the game, because it's not one of the sets that break the whole laws of not able to get the set in here, blah, 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 etc., etc. And last but, well, I was going to say last but not least, we do have yet another set that's done by DNADota, by Kaloyan, who also had underscore DNADota, Perel, and Zeifod. It is a Treant Protector set that is called the Serenity of the Old Master. Now, the only thing, I want to jump straight into this Treant set. It actually looks really dang well, and I like how the beard actually manages to curl into the lower end of Treant Protector's feet and arms, and mostly his feet and leg. The only problem about this set that I feel is an immediate issue is that Treant Protector doesn't really look good with a beard, especially when it's a big old white beard that doesn't really suit him too well. But then you look at the top left here, and you can see that he's got this very beautiful loading screen with the beard as well. Now, if the beard looked like that, I'd say that you'd probably be able to get it in, but I can't see a Treant Protector with a big white flowing beard like that. But overall, the cherry blossom shoulder pads is probably the best thing about this. Next to that would be like the shoulder lantern as well. And then, like I said, the other really nice thing about it was that the beard blends in and curls into the legs. Now, if the beard was not a white, roped beard, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know what other color you kind of switch it with, but maybe if you made it a tree beard and you had rose petals in the beard, kind of like the same way where you have the rose petal shoulders, I feel like this set would be able to make its way in, no problem. This set comes with 5 items. It's the loading screen, the head, which is the big flowy beard, the arms, which you could see on the left and right side of both Treant Protector, the shoulder, which I believe is actually both the lantern and the blossom shoulders, and then the legs, which is the folded in portion of the beard. Now, something I didn't actually test is that if the beard still coils around into the legs, in the sense that, so if Treant Protector doesn't have those legs equipped, is that part there or is it gone? I don't know exactly or 100% on this one, but you know what? If the set does come in, we'll be able to see it once and for all. There is one little part I did forget to mention, that the back on Treant Protector has this little kind of energy cell, in a sense. More of a nature cell. So, that's a little extra tidbit there with that last little piece. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the Workshop Weekly video, either episode 6 or 5, not 100% certain. So, and as always, guys, stay inside, flatten the curve, wash your hands. I mean, freaking wash your legs. Apparently, that's still not a thing. People don't wash their legs in the shower. I can't believe that people don't wash their legs in the shower. That sounds so weird. But anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Workshop Weekly. Like I said, if there's no video on Thursday of this week, expect one to be on Thursday of next week. This is Party PD, signing off. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this Workshop Weekly episode. There will be a lot more in the future, as well as a lot of other videos that we have on this channel. So feel free to take a gander around and take some time and put your feet down. Watch some pleasant videos. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again so much for watching. Consider following, subscribing, doing all the fun jazz that you want to do. We'll see you next time.